Yeah, no problem.
Somehow it wants to show the back of my screen.
Yeah, it's showing the Rock Deeds podcast logo.
Yes. Which camera? There we go. Hopefully, there we go. Thank you, my friend. Thank you for taking time to speak with me today.
No problem at all.
I wanted to ask, how did Midnightmares become a reality? When did you decide to form this band?
Well, around I think mid 23. I was talking with Linda what to do next. The third album, Geotopia, was finished. We did the album, the Horror-ish Tales from that album together. So it was time for something, I guess, something new, a new project. And she was like, well, I really, really want you to do a symphonic, gothic kind of metal project with female vocals in the style of like early Nightwish stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, yeah, I've been meaning to do that. That sounds really cool. So we started to look for the perfect female vocalist, and we came across, I think very early in our searching process, we came across Mariel Jimeno from Mexico. And yeah, search was over. We were like, this is it. Cancel all the others.
Right.
That's because we were really looking at someone with also the dynamics and the timbre and the character in her voice, and being from the South America, the Latin part, you kind of hear that a little bit in her voice.
Sure.
And I was sold. I mean, I think we ended the search. We contacted her, and right away she was like, "Oh, thanks for reaching out to me. Let's hear the project. Let's see what we can do." At that time, it was still, of course, studio project, because she was still living in Mexico at that time. It was never the idea to really form a live band. It grew naturally, but at that time she was still living in Mexico, and we talked. It clicked on a musical level right away. She knew the direction we wanted to go. She felt the music that I sent her. She made all songs come to life, so to speak, with her lyrics and her voice. Of course, it was like, yeah, these songs are coming alive. So yeah, we talked about some songs, some ideas, and the first singles were, I think, January 24, Sanctuarium, and short after that, Shadow People. And we received lots of great feedback, many positive responses, messages, and the support was there from the beginning. So that point, Mariel said to me, well, I have a little bit of an announcement. I'm moving to the Netherlands. So that was like, oh, okay, that's a big step, you know,
yes.
from South America to the Netherlands, Europe. But she's now living there, I think, around 7 or 8 months. And she was like, yeah, what do you think? We can make this like a live project as well. I think, I don't know the first one who said it, me or her, but it was like at the same time, I think, yeah, we should,
Yes.
these deserve to be played live. Let's do that. So that was, in a nutshell, the beginning of Midnightmares studio project, and now the live band.
And I wanted to ask if you could speak on the track End of Days. It's one of my favorite tracks on the album.
Yeah, I was telling the guys from the band as well. End of Days will be the next one to rehearse to play live, because I really like that one. It's a great track, and like I said, Marielle really makes the songs come alive with her lyrics. It's not just a song; it's a story. Each song tells a different story.
Yes.
And End of Days is like, yeah, what if tomorrow it's like boom, it's gone? I mean, what if everything we worked for, everyone, our loved ones, our legacy, I mean, what if, as we speak from now or tomorrow, or it's just boom, it's ending? And End of Days is about that. Is about, if you think about it, everything we work for, everything we do in life, it, of course, it matters. Of course it does, and we have to be passionate about everything we do. And but it can, yeah, it's sometimes meaningless is maybe a different word, but sometimes it's just like, yeah, what if tomorrow it will end and everything would be pointless at that point of time. So it's about some a character that's thinking exactly that, and he's witnessing the apocalypse, and the end of it all, the end of days.
Yeah, I think especially those of us that enjoy creating, we all strive to leave this footprint behind, a legacy behind of what we've done and what we've created. And we think of those things. We think of, what I'm leaving behind for my children or my family to carry on.
Yeah. It's in everything we do. Like with our children. We care for them. We want them to grow up, uh, do something with their lives. And but at the end of the day, it could all just
Sure.
It's not it's not a positive song.
All right. Another one of the tracks I wanted to talk about was In My Hands. It's another one of my favorite tracks on the album.
All right, yeah. Well, that's also a story about life itself. What if I had control of my life, of this world? What if I had the world in my hands? What should I do different? What should I change? How should I behave towards people? How do I want people to behave towards me? It's like, what if suddenly you have, like the world in your hands?
Sure.
From that point of view, yeah. And like I said, Marielle is doing really, she's really gifted in combining the full story behind each lyrics, behind each song. It's like, and we were like, I was Marielle, you need to put these writings on paper. We have to do something with your stories, not only with the sounds and the lyrics, but really tell the story behind each song. So we did that. She put a lot of effort, a lot of work in it to write short stories for each and every song of the album. We bundled it. We created a storybook with, I have it here if you want to see it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a storybook. It contains each short stories of each song. So each song has its own artwork as well. So that's really cool. Like, for example, we were talking about End of Days. Here we go, End of Days. It's like the artwork is the apocalypse. I mean,
Yes.
it's the storm coming and the end of it all. She really did an amazing job. I assisted her with the artwork, but she did all the work with the short stories, of course. And the storybook also contains like behind the scene photos, recording shots, and our biography, our discography, the lyrics, of course. And it's available with the album or separately, but we have some cool discount deals on that. But yeah, that's me selling the book and the album, of course.
And I wanted to ask you as well. It is the month of October, and
Yeah,
as being a part of Horror Wish, there's a special right now on Horror Wish material as well. Is that correct?
that's correct. As of today, we also an idea from my lovely wife Linda. She was like, "You have to do something special with Halloween again this year." Last year we released the album, the Horror Wish album Tales from That on Halloween night. So she was like, "Yeah, let's do something again on Halloween. Let's do a month, a special month with some cool discount deals on the albums." So now, yeah, both full albums are, I think, 13 euros combined. So that's the Halloween month special for Horrorish, indeed.
And I wanted to game back to Midnightmares. I wanted to ask you, in looking at the photos and the artwork that's involved with the album, each of you have a distinct character, it appears, of your own or a presence of your own. I wanted to ask you, will you be incorporating that into live performances?
Yeah, we're talking about setting up some ideas for our live performance to match the whole Midnightmares vibe, feeling, dynamics
Mhm.
from the album. So yeah, we're working hard towards that. We were rehearsing a lot, trying some things, also with of course uh, like the dress code for our stage performances. Yeah, so it will match the whole Midnightmares vibe. Um, we also recorded the video clip last week, and that's also in the same vibe as the whole Midnightmares feel and dynamic. So yeah, we have some cool things to show live as far as the setting of the stage, the performance, the outfits. It's going to be cool, yeah. And the first gig is this Saturday at our Geosmet Records Label Fest. We'll be opening the festival, so it will be our first live gig. Very much looking
Wow.
forward. So yeah, uh, it's happening from studio project to live project, from the album rehearsing. Now Saturday is the day we will be performing our first live show at GeoFest.
And how does it feel to, are you, do you feel strong about getting back on stage?
Well, yeah, it's been a while for me because um, I was mostly doing studio projects. Um, and trying to develop as a producer, building our home studio, recording for my own projects, but also for other bands. So I wasn't really into the live scene anymore. Um, I had done a lot of gigs with my very first bands, but I was a little bit of worn off or tired from the whole live scene. So I think I ended it at 2000. Oh, let's see, 2016 or something. The live shows, or 15 or 16. So I was really thinking to myself, if I will be playing live again, it really has to be something that I'm totally 100% behind. Not only for the music, but also with the band itself. With I search for the best band members. So I had some clear ideas how the live band would be, and yeah, now I'm 100%, 1000% behind these guys and our live performance. So yeah, that's the reason I thought, yeah, these songs deserve to play live. I mean,
Sure.
we had the whole visuals as well. Me and Marielle, from the very beginning, we were like, yeah, wouldn't it be amazing to play this song live, and we would do that or that to bring the song really alive on stage.
Sure.
So yeah. So I was thinking, yeah, if I'm gonna play live, it will be Midnightmares for sure, yeah.
And in the recording of the album, were there tracks that didn't make the album?
Yes, indeed. Because we had a lot of them. It all came so naturally. I had lots of inspiration. The songs came out fluently. It's yeah. So it was a bombardment of songs towards Marielle, and she was like, okay, bring it on. And I think yeah, we had a sort of agenda. We would stick to the first single, second single, third single, the actual release of the album. So we had an agenda, and she was like, "Yeah, I'm working towards that. I'm doing the lyrics. I will be recording in the Netherlands," and she was like, "Yeah, there are some songs still to be done." But I think now we have 13 or 14 songs, she told me. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, that's enough for the album. So we had to keep some songs for already a next album. So we have more songs to be finished, to be recorded. And I was thinking, yeah, we have on this album 13 songs. Here it is, by the way. I'm gonna send you a copy, by the way, my friend. No problem.
Well, thank you, my friend.
And yeah, no problem at all. So we had the 12 songs and the bonus track Warbart on this, make it 13 songs, and yeah, that's enough, because nowadays albums with 16 or 17 songs, it wouldn't be the good vibe for an album, I think, or overdo it as say. But there are more songs.
And after doing GeoFest, will Midnightmares be doing more gigs in your area?
Yeah, I think now we are having 7 or 8 gigs planned for 24 and 25, and more gigs are coming. Yeah, it's really our plan or idea to tour. We are looking into doing a foreign tour as well. So yeah, it's really the idea of touring more, doing many live gigs. Yes.
That is great. And I wanted to ask you, for all the people in the United States, what is the best way to get a physical copy of the album and the copy of the book and any merchandise that you have?
Well, it's through our label, Geosmet Records, geosmetrecords.com. And then we have our web shop there, and everything is available. The album on its own, the album with a T-shirt, the album T-shirt plus storybook deal, a T-shirt on the own, storybook on its own. It's all on geosmetrecords.com. Yeah.
Great. And lastly, I wanted to ask you if you could give a message to your fans, what would that message be?
As always, yeah, it's a little bit cliche, but as always, many thanks for the amazing support, especially for this project. Right from the start, we received a lot of great feedback and lovely messages, also from a lot of people from Mexico, where Mariel is from, because yeah, she has the support in Mexico. We have the support from our Mexican fan base. Thanks a lot for that, and we felt a lot of love and a lot of yeah, involvement from everyone right from the start. So it's been amazing. We received orders for the album from the United States, from Thailand, from all over Europe. I mean, it's amazing. It's going really really well, and that's all because of the great support we receive. So yeah, cliche, but thanks to everyone for the amazing support.
Well, I wanted to thank you again for creating another album that I enjoyed from top to bottom.
You're welcome, and thank you, my friend.
Your music talent has always just amazed me. Your ability to treat melody and rhythm and create something just absolutely spectacular really moves me every time I hear it.
It means a lot, my friend. It means a lot that you enjoy my work and the album. So yeah, that means a lot to me. Thanks.
Well, thank you, my friend, and you have a great rest of your day.
And you, my friend. It's always a great pleasure talking to you.
Cheers, my friend.
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers.
Bye-bye.